pointing to the return of Ron Harper, a very important player in the Chicago scheme. Harper makes his return to the starting lineup, played only 1 minute in Game 5. For more on the Bulls and the Sonics, let's check in on the sidelines with Ahmad Rashad and Hannah Storm. First to Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Marv. The last couple of games I've reported from the Chicago locker room that they have been quiet, cautious, and even worried. Now, Michael Jordan told me that while they were in Seattle, as a team, they lost their confidence, but now that they're back home, it should return. Now, Randy Brown had a different take on it. He said, you know, while we were out in Seattle, everybody talked about what a great team we were, maybe the greatest team of all time, but while we didn't buy into that, maybe we thought about it subconsciously, and while we were thinking about it, Seattle was kicking our butts. Now that we're home, that's not going to happen. For the Seattle side of it, let's go down to Hannah.
Thanks, Ahmad. Well, arguably the best player in these finals through the first 5 games has been Shawn Kemp, but he suffered a painful bruised sternum in Game 1. He told me that will not affect his play today. His mobility is fine, even though he is sore, and he'll wear protective padding on his chest and underneath his jersey. Meanwhile, what they're counting on for the Sonics is the Bulls to be the ones who are fatigued and who are injured. George Karl is planning an up-tempo game. He wants to wear the Bulls down, he says, even if he has to reach way down in his bench and play guys like Vincent Askew and Irvin Johnson, who haven't seen action in the last 10 quarters. Marv?
Thank you, Hannah. The officials, Hugh Evans, Dick Bavetta, Steve Javie, the crew that worked in Game 3.
Of course, the presence of Ron Harper means that Michael Jordan now does not have to work as hard in defending Gary Payton. Also, the Bulls want to keep Rodman on Kemp as much as possible. Nevertheless, Chicago has to start forcing turnovers again and get some fast break baskets.
Seattle, good start. Fight the crowd, get them back. 25 shots for Shawn Kemp, and run, take advantage of conditioning.
And this crowd much livelier than we saw in games 1 and 2 here in Chicago. The opening tip controlled by the Bulls. The crowd actually trying to get itself into it during the playing and singing of the national anthem. They began the chant early on during the singing of the anthem. Here is Harper blocked by Payton. Shot clock at 7. We are just underway in Game 6. Pippen to the drive. We did not see that in Game 5.
Well, one of the reasons Scotty's been struggling with his shot, he gets the ball many times with the shot clock winding down. This time he didn't settle for jumper, took it hard to the hole.
Gary Payton met by Scottie Pippen. Open shot for left shrimp, and the game is tied at 2.
Terrific ball movement. Rakowski, he wants to take that shot. Shrimp, obviously a better shooter, but Britt can hit that play.
Luke Longley playing with a sore lower back. Dennis Rodman very quiet. Game 5 in Seattle. Michael Jordan. Oh, he knew on the release. He began to walk back down court.
2 series, 2 touches for Jordan in the same spot on the floor.
Shawn Kemp not able to hit on his first opportunity. The Bulls with a 5-2 lead. Jordan had missed his previous 6 from three-point range. Minute and a half gone by. Kemp had it poked away by Rodman.
As we mentioned, Scottie Pippen getting the ball with the shot clock winding down. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Michael decides not to drive it, see what he's got with the jump shot first, as the Chicago bench glad to see Michael get off so well.
And here's Kemp from deep. Ron Harper playing with the band back. Played only 1 minute in game number 5. Has seen very little action since game 2. Pippen putting moves on Kemp, slicing his way, and back come the Sonics. 3-on-2 developing, but the Bulls get back. Rakowski blows the stop. He thought it was foul.
They're going to let this one go a lot, Marv. Rakowski's got to finish that play.
That was last touch by the Sonics.
For the last 2 games, Frank Rakowski has played 33 minutes, has not scored a point, has 4 rebounds, but yet he's been effective for this team because he is spreading the floor. He can't believe a foul wasn't called there on the play before. Scottie Pippen thought he got hit.
Longley. Nice pass for Rodman. Here's Hersey Hawkins. Lost it from behind, and seeing a different Scottie Pippen here at the start. He's come out and very aggressive. Ron Harper giving the Bulls a 7-2 lead, and they are standing and cheering here at the United Center. Pressure from Chicago. Sonics able to get it down. Percy Hawkins. Percy Hawkins, as Michael Jordan described, has been very scrappy, very aggressive. He's played very well the last 2 games. Jordan lost it. He thought he was fouled. 4-on-3 for Seattle. Kemp. And the Bulls were looking for a charge. Did not get the call as Kemp is able to tip it home.
Well, in the other games of this series and throughout all the playoffs, we have heard so many whistles. The officials look like they're going to let them play. If they do this, however, they got to let them go all game this way.
The Bulls 7 and the Sonics 6. And now a whistle away from the ball as Steve Javie indicates a foul on Bukowski.
This is what championship basketball is all about. Let the players decide this. Rodman with another flop. Shawn Kemp just stays with it. Shawn Kemp again very active. The difference for Chicago, they're taking the ball to the basket. They're not settling for the perimeter game.
And that's what Jordan attempts to do and was fouled. He was hacked. Percy Hawkins called for his first.
Well, the players have it in their minds. They want to be aggressive. They want to take the ball to the basket as much as possible, but they're going to start to get some second thoughts. If they're going to go to the hole and not get the whistles when they get fouled, well, they're going to start thinking about maybe just relying with that jump shot.
Well, Marco with his 4th point. Jordan 11 of 22, 26 points the other night in Seattle. The rest of the Bulls just 18 of 55, but it was a very quiet 11 of 22. Michael shut down in the 4th quarter. Did not have a field goal the last 9.5 minutes and looked tired in the second half.
Marv, that long week on the road in the 2-3-2 format at the very end of the season, very debilitating for the team like Chicago on the road.
And he had to chase Gary Payton around at the other end of the court. Off the steal. And taken back by Payton. Payton for Kemp. And a blocking foul against Chicago.
Well, Chicago has had a number of situations in the early going here where they have been a little bit careless with the handle. A couple of catches by Luke Longley. That time, Scottie Pippen not making sure he had the ball before he went down court and gave up the ball. And Scottie felt he was in good position to take that charge. I think he was too far underneath the basket. Good call.
What's a first-team all-league defensive player like Scottie Pippen doing taking charges anyway? That's for guys who have no game. When you can